Mortals to the Haunted Mansion. I am your host, your ghost host.
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Pin Collector channel. It's that time of year to where I look at my top 10 Halloween / Haunted Mansion pins from my personal permanent collection, and I try to count them down. Last year I pretty much did them all at once, but this year I wanted to do them one at a time so that I could talk about the pin a little bit, maybe get some input from you guys. If Haunted Mansion happens to be one of your favorite attractions like it is mine, maybe you can leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favorite part of that attraction is, or even which Haunted Mansion attraction is your favorite overall. So tonight I'm talking about a pin that came from 2010, a Happy Halloween pin from Disney, and I'll put it right up here so that you can get a really good look at it. And it is Chip 'n Dale, and they are at Master Gracie's tombstone, which is at Disney World's Haunted Mansion's graveyard. I love this pin. I'll talk about the pin for just a little bit, then I want to backtrack, I guess, and talk a little bit about the Master Gracie character with the Haunted Mansion. So the pin itself, as you can see, has Chip 'n Dale right at the headstone, and of course the headstone was originally put in there for other reasons, but Dale is kind of hidden behind the tombstone and poking out so that he can scare Chip, who has a frightened look on his face. You can see the little acorn icon down at the bottom right of the pin. Just a really fun pin, and it's a pin on pin design. So originally when it came out for sale, it was for sale. You could either get it in a multi-pack collection, or you could buy it by itself, rack pin by itself, and it was running about $9.95 in 2010, so 9 years ago now. Came out in late June, early July of that year. So that's kind of the pin itself, and like I said, it's number 10 on my list this year for my Halloween / Haunted Mansion pins, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you have the pin, let me know that you've got one just like it. Now, second, we'll talk a little bit about Master Gracie's tombstone. Of course, it was put in the graveyard at Disney World for Ewell Gracie, who was one of the incredible Imagineers that worked on the Haunted Mansion. But over time, between the cast and other enthusiasts kind of reworking the story, they've kind of made him the master of Gracie Mansion. The 2003 movie kind of grabbed onto that and moved it on forward and told people that that's the way the story ran, when in fact it doesn't. I mean, when you read anything about the Haunted Mansion's backstory and how they had it set up to begin with, it was not Master Gracie. It would have been an old sea captain who had killed his bride and then hung himself because he was being haunted by her, and that's who you see up in the rafters in the stretching room at the Haunted Mansion, as well as supposedly who the ghost host actually is, simply because he says you can choose my way right before you see the hanging figure in the rafters. So the Master Gracie version is really fairly new, and like I said, comes more out of the myths that cast members and other people who love the Haunted Mansion have made up over the years. And now, since they took it into the movie The Haunted Mansion, you'll see it everywhere on t-shirts, different things. Of course, Master Gracie's picture that deteriorates inside the Haunted Mansion and things as well. So there's a whole big story behind that. But again, it wasn't ever really meant to be that it was going to be Master Gracie as the ghost host, or him being the owner, master of the mansion itself. So kind of look at it however you will. I love it no matter how they tell it. I'll go and I'll ride the Haunted Mansion over and over and over again, and I see something new every single time I ride it. So a little bit of trivia about the Master Gracey tombstone. Make sure and take a peek at it when you're there at the Haunted Mansion graveyard. If you get an opportunity to grab this pin, I suggest the pin. It's just really cool. Chip and Dale with the pin-on-pin design from 2010. Happy Halloween. Guys, you have a great night, and I will see you again tomorrow with number 9.